guys! Today I'm going to read you a book called The Princess and the Warrior by Duncan Tonatiuh. I really like this author. I think he's also a really good illustrator, and this is one of my favorite Mexican folk tales. So I'm excited to share it with you, and I hope you like it. The Princess and the Warrior, A Tale of Two Volcanoes by Duncan Tonatiuh. Once upon a time, there lived a kind and beautiful princess named Itza. Even though she was the daughter of an emperor, she loved to spend time with the people who grew corn in the milpas. She liked to teach them poetry, or floricanto. Suitors traveled from distant lands to woo her. They presented her with rare and lavish gifts, such as quetzal feathers and turquoise necklaces. They would all say the same thing. "You are the most beautiful maiden in the land. Marry me, princess, and you will live in my luxurious palace. You won't have to spend time in the fields ever again." "No, thank you," Itza would reply. She was not interested in any of the suitors or their gifts. One day, a warrior named Popoca came to see her. "Princess, I know you have a kind and beautiful heart, for I have seen you teaching floricanto to the villagers in the milpas. I don't have expensive gifts to offer, but if you marry me, I promise that I will love you for who you are. I will stay by your side no matter what, as long as Tonatiuh rises, as long as the cansole bird sings." Popoca's words were music to Itza's ears. She could hear the honesty in his voice, and she fell in love with him. The emperor did not want his daughter to marry a mere soldier. He wanted her to marry a wealthy and powerful Totlani, a ruler. But he knew that Popoca was the best and bravest warrior in his kingdom. The emperor and his people had been at war with Jaguar Claw, the Totlani of a neighboring clan, for years, and there seemed to be no end in sight. He called Popoca to him. "Popoca," the emperor said, "if you defeat Jaguar Claw once and for all, I will let you marry my daughter Itza." Popoca and Itza were overjoyed. Popoca gathered the most courageous men and marched to war. Popoca fought numerous battles. He and his men were injured and almost defeated many times. But when the end seemed near, Popoca would always think of Itza, waiting for his return. He would defend himself with the chimali, attack with his macahutil, and inspire his men to fight with even more courage than before. Slowly the tide turned, and Popoca and his men began winning battles. It was clear that they would soon defeat Jaguar Claw. Realizing this, Jaguar Claw devised a plan to steal from Popoca what the warrior cherished most. He bribed one of Popoca's personal messengers. "Tell Itza that Popoca has been killed, and offer her this potion, Octli, to soothe her grief." "Everything is lost, princess," the messenger said sadly when he arrived at the palace. "Popoca and his men fought bravely, but they were defeated and killed." "No, that cannot be," cried Itza. She locked herself in her chamber and wept, and refused to eat or speak with anyone. That night, the messenger came to her room. "I know your heart is shattered, as if it were made of obsidian glass," he said. "But take this drink, princess. It will help ease your grief." Itza took the potion and drank it all. Lying down on her petlal, she fell into a deep sleep. The next day, before night fell and the first Citlali appeared in the sky, Popoka defeated Jaguar Claw. Unaware of the lies the messenger had told, the great warrior and his troops marched back to the palace in triumph, ready to share the good news with the princess and the emperor. But when they arrived, they were met with disbelief. "Popoka," said the emperor, "one of your messengers told us that you were dead." Itza was heartbroken. She took a special oath to ease her pain, and now we cannot wake her. "This can't be true," said Popoka. "Itza, my beautiful princess, has to awaken." He ran to her chamber. He kissed her and held her in his arms. He called out her name over and over, but Itza did not wake up. "Cool air will surely revive her," Popoka told the emperor. He carried Itza through the throngs of villagers who wept as they passed the milpas, and all through the night to the top of the teptel. He laid her on a Xochitl bed. He knelt down beside her. The cool mountain air soon turned to snow, but still the princess did not wake up. Popoka refused to move. He stayed next to Itza just as he had promised when he had first met her. As long as Tonatiuh rises, as long as the Sensole bird sings. In time, where there was once a princess with her true love by her side, two volcanoes emerged. One is known as Iztaccíhuatl, or Sleeping Woman. The other one is known as Popocatépetl, or Smoky Mountain. Iztaccíhuatl continues to sleep, but Popocatépetl spews ashes and smoke from time to time as if attempting to wake his sleeping princess. The end. Gosh, I love that story so much, and I hope you guys liked it too. All right, we'll talk soon. Bye.